Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have another vegan empties for you guys. Let me just say real quick, big thank you again to everyone from our last video with our announcement. I really appreciate it. All of us do. We're very excited. Things are progressing. I will keep you guys in the loop more so on vlogs. I'll bring those back. Thank you for the couple days off. I really do appreciate it. But I just have to say, in the craziness of everything going on, don't you think that for a second that this was not a priority? I was like, don't throw that away. It still goes in the empties. Anyway, I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. So I have quite a few actually, and I was just gonna get right into it. Feels really good actually just to take a little breather and come chat with you guys about good old vegan food. So hope you guys enjoy. Please do give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And let's just get started. So this first one, I know it's gonna be kind of hard to see. I actually got this on my last Aldi haul, I believe it was, and they are by the Lovin Fresh is the brand, and they're keto-friendly little hamburger buns. I would say they're kind of more like in between the size of a slider and a regular hamburger bun, somewhere in the middle there. So they're not super big, but not too small too. But they're vegan friendly and they are keto as well. They're 8 grams of protein in them. I will say at first glance, like looking at the carbs, it says 21 grams. And if you do keto, which we don't, but sometimes I still, incorporate keto friendly things. But when you look at it, it says 21 grams of carbs. And I'm like, well, that's not keto, right? But it's 19 grams of fiber. That is a lot. So of course you make the difference and there's your net carb. But I was kind of like, is this going to be good? What are we thinking here? 60 calories per bun too. I mean, it's really not very much at all. And you know what? They're not bad. They are not bad. They're not like the best bread I've ever had, but I didn't necessarily expect it to be either. But I would totally get them again. I remember we put the Beyond Meat on it. We just cooked that up real quick and we, buttered these and toasted them a little bit. Simple, good to go, easy, It's funny though, I have not seen them before anywhere else, I don't believe. And again, I found them at Aldi. All right, next one is the Clif Bar Energy Bar, the Cool Mint Chocolate. I can't remember 100% where I got this. I think Sprouts, but with that said, this brand is pretty readily available pretty much anywhere. In fact, Trader Joe's has them too, but I had not tried this Cool Mint one before. And you guys, if you follow me already know, I love mint. It's like one of my favorite go-to flavors. I will say though, I don't feel like even if mint is not like your favorite thing, but you kind of like it, I think you will. It's not overpowering in my opinion. It's really good. Now this bar is considered an energy bar and it does have caffeine in it. I'm not 100% sure where it gets that caffeine. I don't know. Green tea, got it. And 250 calories for the bar, pretty standard for your typical like energy bars and stuff, but I would definitely get these again. Very chewy. I keep my energy bars, pretty much any of them in fact, in the refrigerator. I think a lot of people don't like this, Nate included, my husband. And I really like the texture that energy bars, at least most of them, will have when you have them cold. Just try it. It's so good. Anyway, next two are actually from Aldi as well. Now, this was a new item to Aldi. It said that on the tag when I picked it up. So I'm assuming you might be able to find these at other places too, but it's just a newer one there. But these are the Pop and Bottle brand, Classic Cold Brew Almond Latte, and then Matcha Green Tea Almond Latte. They're not super cheap. I want to say these were like $4 each. It's not like the worst, but again, not the cheapest. And I did not personally have these myself, but Nate did. And this one was definitely better. The cold brew definitely had a better flavor to it. But he took a drink of this as we were doing everything that we were doing anyway. He's like, oh, you need something, right? And he took a drink and it was like, oh, it's like very grassy, he said, for this one. Like a lot. And I was like, oh, no good. He's like, no. So he did not really prefer this one very much. He drank it, but he was like, no, I wouldn't get that again. But he said that again, the coffee one was pretty tasty. I think because there's like no refined sugars in them. it's sweetened with dates, which I think is great. It's just gonna have a different take than many of these types of drinks out there already. So anyway, I probably wouldn't get those again though, although maybe because he'll forget, and it was pretty priceless, his face, so you know. All right, next one. This one is from Sprouts, the only place I have found it before, and it is the Mooala Keto Creamer. And I actually shared this again on that Sprouts haul a few weeks back, and then I did a vlog afterwards about a week later trying this and kind of giving you a review on it. I have to just say again, the Mooala brand in general for their plant milks, specifically their keto milks, amazing. I love them. I've had the chocolate chip flavor. It's so good. It really is. And then there's a cinnamon roll flavor, delicious. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. In white mocha too, no less. And this one was really disappointing for me. It was a bummer. It just didn't have flavor to me. It just didn't. And technically you're supposed to only use 1 tablespoon. I think I even did like 3 or 4 at one point just to, you know, try. And it just was not there for me. It just wasn't. But I did mention on that vlog too, that it wasn't like the consistency was bad. It didn't separate in coffee as many creamers can do, which is always the worst. It just does not look good, you know? But it was the flavor. The flavor just was not there. So I wouldn't get this again, but again, the regular plant milks, amazing. You're gonna love them. They're so good. Okay, by the way, we're supposed to be the loud, crazy ones right now. But next door to us is doing like repainting their house, and so it might be a little loud. I'm gonna try. Anyway, actually I have 2 of these, in fact, from Back to Nature. They're cookies. Oh, they're so good. This is another brand so far that I have mentioned to you guys many, many times that I have yet to find one item. I used to say that for that Mooala, but then I found the creamer I didn't like. But I have not found one item that I don't like from this brand. So good, including their crackers and including their cookies. Delicious. I think they have some like almonds and stuff too that I haven't technically tried, but I don't think they're very special, meaning it's almonds. They'll be good. But I gotta say, their cookies, the classic cream cookies like Oreos, but I always tell you guys, Oreos are vegan friendly too, so do what you gotta do. But they definitely taste like Oreos. They really do. I feel like they have maybe like just slightly softer, but not really. They're very similar. And then these lemon wafer ones, oh my goodness, these are probably my favorite out of the cookies so far that I've tried of theirs. I'm not kidding. Amazing. So good. I actually found these at Grocery Outlet. Now this brand, you can find at Whole Foods, you can find at Sprouts, I think even maybe Target now. So it's becoming more available for sure. But with that, I have never seen this one before, this flavor. And again, I found it at Grocery Outlet, and I really hope I can find it again because that one is definitely a keeper. All right, next one. This is the Crispy Crunchy Spicy Mochi Rice Nuggets from Trader Joe's. I got these recently. I actually tried them on that Trader Joe's haul for you guys at the end because it was a newer item, and I was like, I want to know. And you know, it's so funny because these are spicy, and a lot of the times I say it, you guys say it, that Trader Joe's, when they put spicy on their label, sometimes it is, but many times it's not. And it doesn't mean they don't taste good, it just isn't spicy like you're expecting. This is. This actually has like habanero pepper powder in it. Yeah. And you taste it, you really do. So I do like it, but I'm just gonna put that out there for you that if you're kind of like spicy a little bit, but not too spicy, I don't think you're gonna like these, I don't. But even I had mentioned when I tried them for you guys, the person at checkout said that she liked to use them as croutons, and I completely agree. I think it'd be really good. Plus, if you're using a dressing and stuff, it can kind of cut that spice a little bit, but to just snack on them as they are, they spicy, they ain't playing. Next one, this was actually, I believe, from Sprouts, I think, if I remember right, Fry Family Food Company. These were their new, we just have never tried them before, Nate and I actually still didn't, but he did, the plant-based breakfast links, and he did not really like these. He just said they didn't have a lot of flavor to them, in his opinion. I'm like, okay, but I'm not the biggest sausage person, really. I never was, even before going vegan, so I didn't try them. I just don't feel like I'd even give you that great of feedback since it was never my favorite thing. But for him, it was a miss. I want to say they were on sale when I got them, but I think otherwise that brand is a little pricier too. I will say though, even coming from not loving sausage, breakfast sausage specifically, I do love the Gardein in the maple flavor breakfast sausage little patties. Those are amazing. Those are so good. And you can find those at many places too. Okay, I'm really excited to tell you about these ones, my friends. You have to try these. This is definitely gonna be my favorite out of this entire thing. These are sinful. So delicious. And I remember when I think I got these at Sprouts and I was doing my order online. And so, you know, it says plant-based on there and everything. And I remember I Googled this specifically. I'm like, are we sure? Are we sure this is vegan friendly? And it is, and it is so good. It is essentially truly a regular like strawberry popsicle that you had as a kid and then dipped in the most delicious chocolate, like so good, but it's like hard because it's cold on the popsicle, right? And so you kind of just nibble at it and then chunks come off of the chocolate. You know what I'm talking about. It's so good and straight up tastes like a frozen chocolate dipped strawberry. Oh my gosh, so good. Only 120 calories too per pop. My complaint is that there's only 4 in here and I think this was gone in 2 days. I would definitely get them again. I think they have them in even a different flavor, which I will totally try, but I'm gonna say this is gonna be hard to top. These are amazing. I have been sharing recently this brand, Clovis. I didn't even tell you it's Clovis brand with you guys recently on hauls and on previous empties because this has quickly become another favorite of mine. Love their popsicles and I love their oat milk pops. Those are delicious too. Do I have one? No, I think I did it all last time for you guys. I recommend them and they're actually a lot easier to find too. Even if you don't have a Sprouts, I think I have seen them at Target too and Vons in fact. So it's pretty readily available. They're so good. That's definitely a favorite though for sure. All right, this one, if you remember, I found this at Walmart, my last Walmart haul, and I hadn't been there in a long time. And I actually found these there and I don't find this brand anywhere else it seems like. Sometimes Target, but they're always out. It's really weird. The Wymans Just Fruit and Banana Bites. I was so excited to try these. I had heard really good things about these, but here's where I think I may have gotten it a little bit twisted. So be careful if you do find these and come upon them. This brand typically has these little like fruit cups like this, but with Greek yogurt bites in them. Of course, it'll say it on there, but if you're just kind of glancing at it, just be sure to catch that. But I think so many people were talking about those and raving about how good those were. But I think I was just hopeful that these would just fall into the same place. But the thing is, my friends, it's literally banana bites, strawberries, and blueberries in it. They're 40 calories per cup. I mean, there's not much to it. But the thing is like, they're not like, it's not special. And meaning it kind of just tastes like mushy fruit because it's like you want it to unthaw a little bit to eat it, but then it's just like frozen fruit that's gotten mushy because you left it out. You know what I mean? I don't know. However, I do think this could be really, really nice to have as like a topping if you wanted to add it to like oatmeal on the go. So if you're someone that like works outside your home and you grab, you know, your oats that you're gonna have for the day later out the door, you could grab one of these too and there's your fruit on top. I think it'd be perfect for that. But again, just to have as like a little treat dessert, no, I'd rather just eat fresh fruit, right? I don't know, it just wasn't for me. All right, next item. I actually just shared this recently on my Instagram, in fact. Daily Harvest. I've talked about it many times. I do have it linked below. This has come in so handy this last week, especially for Nate and I. I have a few more, in fact, of their smoothies. They have a ton of different things. They have harvest bowls, oatmeal bowls, the smoothies, they're really good. And then these flatbreads too. It's so nice because it's just ready to go. You pop it into your freezer when it shows up to your door and then just cook it usually for like 10 to 15 minutes in a toaster oven or something for like these flatbreads and you're good to go. And that is exactly what Nate and I did like 2 days in a row. It's awesome. So I'll link them below. I have a $25 off your first order. What's cool too, just this one, for example, this is the sweet potato flatbread, the tomatillo and pepper. This one one did have a little kick to it, so I ate this one because, you know, baby tongue. If you know, you know. But this one does technically have cayenne in it, so it had a little kick. It wasn't that bad though. But this is made with sweet potato, Brussels sprouts, tomatillo, pickled pepper, cayenne, and oregano in it. The cool thing with Daily Harvest is they use pretty much like 90% organic ingredients, plus all plant-based, of course, very healthful. And I had also mentioned to you guys in the past too about it that I liked is, especially for people who are tracking macros, I think it's really nice because everything is on here. So I love it, I really do. And again, it's coming through right now for us, which is great. The next one I have is from Aldi. It's by Simply Nature, which is one of their very popular brands there. The Brekkie Bites. I believe I shared these on my last Empties, but in the banana chocolate chip flavor. And many of you mentioned you love those too, and you also like these mixed berry ones, so that's what I picked up the next time. And you are right, they basically taste just like little oatmeal, soft, chewy cookies. So you get 5 packs in here, and then each one has like 2 little of the cookies in it. They're really good. They're basically kind of a take on like kind of just oats. If you don't have time to make oatmeal, it's kind of like, here's what you would normally make oatmeal with, and they just make it into like a cookie. They're delicious. I just eat them because they're good. All right, next one. I'm kind of bummed about this one because I didn't personally try it, but Nate did. He took it to work and he brought it back. That is wonderful. He's off the hook. But this is the Jack and Annie's. This is new. This was at Sprouts, the crispy Jack Nuggets. So the kicker with this one is it's actually made out of jackfruit, which you do not see very often as like pre-made chicken nuggets and stuff out there, like plant-based ones. Usually it's a pea protein or a soy protein, but you don't see that at all. And so I was really curious to know like how these would be. Now, when I hauled them on the Sprouts haul, a lot of you had said that did try it, you really liked them. And Nate said the same thing. So that's why I'm bummed, because I want to try them still. So I'm gonna have to repurchase these for sure. I will say they were a little bit pricey. If I remember right, these were like $6 maybe. But I think it's also because it's a newer item, and sometimes that happens then. But hopefully in time it'll come down and it'll be on sale at least. But I really want to try this. And I did notice too, I didn't pick it up that last time with this, but they also have like a meatball version too. That'd be interesting, especially from jackfruit, you know? I don't know, but he said they were good, that they had good flavor and they crisped up really, really nice. He did have an air fryer at work, so he just did it in that. Worked out well. So I'll try them again for you guys soon because I want them, you know? The next one I have here is the Incognito by Morningstar. This is the grounds. I have had this before in the patties, so I assumed I would like this, and I did. We did a taco night, and I just added literally just a little bit of taco seasoning to this, and that was it. We were good to go. I actually found this at grocery outlet, and if I remember right, it was only like $3 or something. It was a great deal. I believe you can find this brand though at Walmart as well. So I'd recommend it. I would. So I can't say I technically had this, you know, just plain out of the package, cooked up as it was, because again, we added the taco seasoning to it. But I still think it'd be pretty good even without. But who does that? I mean, most of the time you add something to it, you know? So it was good. I'd get it again. All right, next two, I just kept the lids to them, but this was their carrot cake dessert hummus. It was sinful. It seriously tasted like carrot cake frosting. That's the best way I couldn't describe it. It was amazing. I just dunked crackers into it, like plain ones, because I really wanted this to come through. Incredible, so good. And then the next one, this was actually from Grocery Outlet. This is the Fresh Provisions. Never even heard of this brand before. They're plant-based dips, the caramel fruit dip. And again, this is the lid to it, just in a little tub. And it straight up tasted like caramel dip, which can be so hard to find vegan friendly. It really can. And so I took my green apple and I dunked it in there. It was amazing. It was. I would definitely get it again, but I have never seen it anywhere else besides Grocery Outlet. So let me know if you have, because that's a keeper. If I remember right, they had also like a dill dip of some sort too. I'm not a big dill person like myself, so I didn't look too closely at it. I don't remember even if it was truly plant-based or not. I just remember it was next to that. So, I mean, maybe the brand is more popular than I think though. I hope, because I would definitely get that again for sure. Next one is the Frida's Soy Rizo. I got this one at Walmart. Very, very good. I would compare it to the Trader Joe's one, which I also love. But with that said, I think even when I hauled this, I had mentioned that for me, like all of the soy chorizos out there are delicious. They're so good. It's a great way to just like pump up like a tofu scramble, just give it a little more flavor to it. So good. And it looks like it's real when you buy it in like the package and stuff. It's kind of eerie, but it's so good. It really is. It's crazy what they can do, you know? This was from Thrive Market. I will link them below. You guys know I'm a huge Thrive lover. I just did a haul a couple weeks back. So this was from that, it's gone. But this is by the Yum Earth brand and they're called Giggles, and basically they are Skittles. But then come to find out too, Skittles are vegan. So I don't know how necessary these are, but they are vegan friendly, they're gluten-free, and they're delicious. They really are. Because again, I hadn't had Skittles in so long, but they totally, you know, reminded me of it. But I would say maybe these are slightly softer, but really, really good. I'd get them again. Those are mine. I hid those. Nobody got those but me. Okay, so the last one I have here, I did share with you guys recently on a vlog too. I did pick this up at Sprouts, I believe it was. Daiya is extremely popular now and you can pretty much find it anywhere, but this is one of their newer ones. And I had mentioned to you guys that I was not the biggest fan of Daiya in general back when they first came out. I did not love their cheeses, I did not. But they have reformulated and they are so much better. They really are. Just even if I'm talking about like just getting their regular cheeses. But with that, I was like, okay, did they use that new formulated cheese for their frozen pizzas? And they are now, at least on this one. And this is the vegetable crust pizza made with cauliflower, sweet potato, and spinach. And then it was basically like a cheese blend on top, basically mozzarella, Parmesan, and a feta on top. The Parmesan smell for sure came through. Definitely got that. Maybe a little bit of the feta then too. I did really like it for being kind of a cauliflower crust. You know how some of them, I've mentioned this before, it's not that they're bad, but you really do taste it. This I really didn't, which I appreciated. The only thing with it is it's extremely crunchy. It's very thin crust and it's very crunchy. I like it, but if you're not someone who really likes that, I don't think it'll be for you, but I would get it again. It was quick and easy. You know what I mean? We gotta love that. Good stuff. So there's that. All right, my friends, that is everything. I will still continue as we, you know, turn this house upside down to save said empties as we go. It matters. Anyway, my friends, thank you again so much, and I will see you guys this weekend for a vlog. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for all your support. Always, we really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.